My name is Tim Willits. I am the creative director working on Rage.
Okay, what is Rage all about?
What's the ruckus of Rage? Well, Rage is a brand new IP from id Software. It's not Doom, Quake, or Wolfenstein. When we set out to make Rage, we really knew that we had to do something different. It still had to retain the essence of what an id Software game is, and that's hardcore, in-your-face, first-person action. But we knew that we had to make more than just a running gun, and that's where we came up with vehicle combat, vehicle racing. We have the whole host of unique characters, and then we needed to tie that all around a real compelling story. Again, the presentation that you saw today was brief, but it showed that the two bandit clans that we showed the wastelands and vehicle combat. We didn't spend too much time in the vehicles, and it also showed the kind of the diversity of the environments as well. And we're really excited about the game, and we think that it's going to be good.
You said you needed to add on that. Why exactly did you need to expand on the old?
Well, I mean, we've evolved as developers. Gamers have evolved, and we have such great IPs with Doom and Quake and Wolfenstein that we knew that coming up with Rage that it had to make a huge impact. Doom was you against demons. Wolfenstein, you against Nazis. Quake was you against Martians. Not Martians, aliens. We couldn't make Rage as you against mutants. That would just be like, okay, it's the same formula. So we knew that this had to be, over the top, past expectations, and really deliver the full package, just to stand up to the other titles that we have as well.
So, why didn't you simply take one of your existing franchises and expand those?
Well, yeah, that's also a good point as well. But we felt, we've all been at the company for a long time. I've been there since '95. Lead designer since the late '90s, and we felt, what? Let's do something new. And the origins of Rage is after Doom 3. We actually started on another game that followed a similar type of id approach. But when John was working on the id Tech 5 technology and the mega texture work, he downloaded this NASA data that had the the whole U.S. and he was just kind of moving through it, and we looked at that and we're like, oh, that's cool. We could make this kind of cool outdoor area. And then we thought, well, if we have a cool outdoor area, we've got to add vehicles. Yeah, and we put guns on them, and then it just kind of exploded from there, and all these ideas start pouring in, and we form kind of the Rage core of that. So it was more than just what games we come up with. We looked at what he did and the power of that technology and where we wanted to go, and we came up with Rage.
I've got a question concerning that technology.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to mention that it looks great. You've heard 1,000 times, but as I've come to see it, the id Tech 5 engine does not support HDR lighting, right?
Well, yes. Now the technology does, but what we did is to run at 60 hertz, you get that feeling, is that there are certain compromises that we made. So we felt that with the unique texturing, and we have the strong lighting here and there, that it wasn't something that we needed to necessarily have. But the engine can do it. Okay. But we just felt that with Rage you gotta pick your battles, and our focus is 60 hertz. Intense action, that real good instant feeling, and and make the world look as good as we can do. But you can do anything, but you can't do everything.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned that every environment should offer a new gameplay variation.
Mm-hmm.
How will you achieve this?
Well, we do that with both the different bandit clans. We do it with the enemies. We have mutants, bandits, we have the authority, and then we also try to introduce either a new ammo type or a new usable item. That takes advantage of the level or the situation that you're in, and So by leveraging those types of things and setting that type of goal as designers, okay, let's pick an area. You know, it's a new area. What can we exploit? What can we use? You know, you get this well-crafted experience where the longer you play, the more choices that you have. And in the level that I showed, the map that I showed today with the well, you know, you get the electric bolts. From that point forward, you have those. If you want to use them, you can. If you don't, you know, that's fine. And then later on, those come into play again. So those types of things that we do for each of the areas.